equipo de gala. Valdés, Alves, Piqué, Puyol, Xavi, Villa, Iniesta, Messi, Busquets, Pedro and Abidal. It's the same 11 5 days ago. Humiliated Real Madrid. Xavi links with Alves. There's Leo Messi. Leo home in the pitch. Slightly icy here at El Sadar, but that can change in an instant. Here is Leo Messi. Messi to Pedro. Looks to square that one. That was inches away from David Villa. Once again, Barca may not be comfortable, but when they combine and attack at speed, they are lethal. There, Villa. Just got a little touch on that. Not enough to put it past Ricardo. Passing move they've managed to put together in the game so far. Certainly, in terms of long-term spells of possessions with Messi. Into effect. Messi. Alves, first time ball, but there's Alves to Messi. There's keeping it to themselves. In the end, it goes wide to Piqué. For a minute, that was going to go straight. Instead, it's found Messi. Here's Iniesta, looking to stab that wide for Alves' run. Still Leo Messi who's recovered that. Brusque challenge from Flanio, but the referee says there's no foul. Approaching the 13-minute mark, no score here in El Sadar between Osasuna and Barcelona. This game which is kicked off 45 minutes late. Then Pedro gets in for the challenge. Juanfran says it's a penalty. It was Messi. Lovely little bit of footwork there from obviously the man who is going to go down in intercepted is with Piqué. He's picked out Leo Messi, and in turn the little Brazilian. And there he's found Messi. Little space for Messi. Messi finds a bit more space again. He's got Busquets in support instead. It was the Osasuna player coming in from behind. Midway through the first half, no score, but we're not seeing exactly the same comfortable, happy Barca that destroyed Madrid a week ago. That wasn't a bad ball. Looking for Iniesta, though. Iniesta. So again, Messi, who in turn finds Dani Alves. Not a great ball there from Alves. Messi's done quite well to get it to Busquets, and he's got it back from Busquets. Leo Messi. Here's the first chance of the game, and it's the first goal of the game for Barcelona, and it is Pedrito Rodriguez. And that is the danger of Barca. You can think you're in control, you think you're playing better than they are, you're giving them problems, and then from nowhere, a little bit of magic. 1-0 to Barca. Good way to answer the critics. Once again, look at Messi. And there, Pedro times his run to perfection. That's 2 goals in 2 games for the player from the Canary Islands. It's his 4th goal of the season. Will that help take a little bit of the sting out of the Osasuna fans? It certainly maybe slightly against the run of play. They've had a couple of good spells of possession, Barca. Osasuna will say they should have had a penalty. Nacho Monreal said you've got to make them feel uncomfy. Well, they've not been. David Villa just slips on the surface. Oh, that's magnificent. Here's Pedro. And that's hit the post. Goodness gracious, once again. Lightning football from Barcelona, and this time Lady Luck didn't go their way. It's Messi who rattled the woodwork there from a tight angle. Back to Busquets. Leo Messi. Iniesta shows quick feet there. It's back with Xavi. Player has the incredible record of completing us. With Messi. Out to Alves. Is that little long Alves trying to get there? Busquets. Xavi being pressured. Great work. Gives it to Leo Messi. Osasuna there, you can see them defending in two lines, not leaving any spaces for Barcelona at the edge of the area. The ball in the last third of the field rather than his own half, and that's careless from Nelson. You don't give the ball to anyone from Barcelona, much less Leo Messi. There is Messi. Looking for the return from Villa, Messi and Sergio. Scrambles that one out for a corner as we go into the last 5 minutes. A scurrying running style from Leo Messi, who's looking to bring it down and score. Certainly having Pandionian will give Osasuna a more potent target man in the area. Striker nicknamed the Rifle. That was nearly a very good... interception. Xavi takes the pass back. And you can see why when they move it like that. There, Messi, however, looking to set Iniesta through. It's well intercepted by Nelson, who couldn't do anything with that other than run it. Still Gerard Piqué needs to find a teammate. He's picked out Leo Messi. Here is Messi looking to get to the area. Messi drives it low. Ricardo couldn't hold it. Once again, there was Nelson to hack the ball to safety. Andres Iniesta. And Alves to Xavi. Omnipresent, as they would say. Is Osasuna 0, as Pandiani was looking to level for Osasuna. Should remind you, this game last year did end up in a 1-1 draw. It's a nasty little foul on Messi. 2-0. Game which cost the Almeria coach, or then Almeria coach, Juan Malillo, his job. Incredibly, Leo's now negotiating to travel to work in Bolivia, whereas at the moment it seems to be Pedro on the left, Villa on the right. Here's Messi in the middle. Still Leo Messi, looking for Pedro, but he's picked it back. Villa, can he finish? David Villa once again. David Villa has a shooting chance, and once again he's put the ball into the crowd. But this in the touchline and the stands here in El Sadar, which makes it a traditionally difficult place for teams to come and visit. Barca normally had a good reception here, but Madrid tend to get a really bad reception from... Leo Messi, freedom of movement for the Argentinian. There he is finding Iniesta, here's Alves, getting forward a lot today. He's found Messi. Maybe opting to shoot one at... That's about it. Instead it's with Iniesta. Messi. This time there is a bit of space for Alves. Villa's done well. Maybe Messi could have looked for the first-time ball, but they were onto him very quickly, the Osasuna midfield. Here he is, though, looking up, giving the ball away. Not having his best night, Leo Messi. Just leaves it dead for Messi. So the only player tonight who would actually be suspended next week if he picks up a booking. in this game. There's Messi. Busquets wrestled over. Good decision. Another little careless pass there, but Messi recovering possession. Being harried by Monreal, who's done a good job there at the... This could be the chance. It's Messi. Leo Messi's clean through. Can he finish? Leo Messi makes it 2-0 to Football Club Barcelona. That is a massive goal here tonight. He didn't score last week, but he's back on track this time around. Leo Messi, Barca double their lead here. And is that enough to kill off the threat from Osasuna? Well, he was the provider on the first goal, Messi, and this time he's the scorer. With his 14th goal of the season, it's Villa who's put that one through. It's too quick, the Argentinian, and that is a quality finish. So it looks as if the coach journey's not having too much of an ill effect for the league champions and the league leaders. Barcelona doubling their lead in El Sadar. What can Osasuna do? They've got 25 minutes to respond. That's going to be an interesting battle between Lekic and Piqué. Remember, Osasuna unbeaten at home this season, unbeaten at home in 14. Been an adventure in itself. Here's Messi again. Still Leo Messi. Oh, Leo Messi, unlucky. That would have been another one for the scrapbook if it hadn't escaped him at the last moment. Just that last touch takes it a bit long. I don't know about you, I'm feeling a bit dizzy just watching it here. And I'm not playing against them. Here is Pedro. Great challenge from Sergio. Osasuna central defender stopping what looked nailed on to be Barca's third goal of the game. And the visitors are starting to find a little bit more space now. This is the second goal. The thing about Messi, when he's through like that, you just know he's going to finish. Iniesta. Good decision again from the referee. The only question you could have was whether or not there might have been a possible penalty in the first half. Juanfran went down in the area. Got forward on every occasion tonight. Gives it to Messi. Still Messi, back with Alves. Once again, Messi maybe trying to be a little bit ambitious there, but the ball back with Barca still have possession. It's with Busquets. Messi. It's not been as brilliant as the 8-0 in Almeria or as spectacular as the 5-0 against Real Madrid, but it has to be said, this is turning into a pretty professional performance from Football Club Barca. Once again, here's Messi. Looking for Villa, trying to return the favour. They didn't see it wasn't a ball from a Barca player, it was a ball from an Osasuna player. Therefore, there is, of course, no offside. But Villa. This time the offside flag is up against Villa. Former Sevilla player. Might just give a little bit more height to Osasuna in these last few minutes and some fresh legs in the middle of the park. And Alves turning neatly. Gives it to Messi. To Xavi. Once again, Dani Alves playing as an auxiliary striker almost. This time Messi makes a little mistake. In La Liga last year, you couldn't really fault that logic. Although you could make a case maybe for Leo Messi. Referee says penalty. Well, I'm not sure about that one either. Let's have a look. It's a bit untidy. Whether or not it's a penalty is another question. Yes, it is. Sergio just clips him. Don't think he means to. There you can see it just as that contact with his right foot on Messi's right foot. That is a penalty. And Messi will take it, aiming for his 15th goal of the season. Here's Messi against Ricardo, sends him the wrong way. 3-0 to Barcelona. Well, it was a bit unfortunate, the penalty. I'm pretty sure Sergio didn't mean to catch Xavi there. Sorry, to catch Messi in the run, but it was a penalty. And the Argentinian made no mistake. Barcelona look as if, barring a disaster of cataclysmic proportions, as if they're going to come away from a difficult ground after a difficult day with 3 very valuable points. I've seen them score 3 goals here, 5 goals against Madrid, 8 goals against Almeria. You could say it's a bit of a downward trend, 8, 5, 3. Still pretty good going. And away from home, 7 matches have produced a total of 24 goals in their favour. Busquets wins another header in the middle. Messi to Boyan. Still Leo Messi. And once again, Barcelona were just too good for their rivals. You could never question Osasuna's commitment. They just weren't good enough. Barcelona opened the scoring through Pedro in 26 minutes. They doubled the lead.
Of course, goals change games. It was a fantastic finish from Pedro, but it leaves a lot to Lionel Messi, doesn't it? He takes a lot of the credit here.
So you're just saying that you say with there was 2 banks of 4 defending really, really tight on top of each other, but Messi still finds that pocket which to play between the 4. You know, look, he's got nobody around him at all. He's got the ball. He's got his head up. He's looking. David Villa's already made his starting position.
All about the weight of the ball as well, isn't it, Mark?
It's all. I mean, it's perfect. It's all perfect. But the striker makes the pass. He makes the angle for the pass, because if that striker is standing central, that pass is not on.
You know, Piqué striding forward, and if you're going to get Messi on the ball in that last third running at you, you're in trouble. Because the only way to play against Messi is actually to starve him of the ball. Because
stop that supply.
Stop that supply to him somehow. And, you know, you've got to get around it and don't let him get on the ball. The first goal, he was in 5 yards of space. He ran forward and picked out that pass. And there again, he should have had possibly the second goal. And in Lionel Messi, we talked before the game whether he would last the 90 minutes. Well, there he is again. He scored 2 and set the other one up, so absolutely fantastic.
And you've got your man Messi, hasn't he? You know,
in terms of that second goal,
in commentary, he was saying he was not having a good game, but makes 1 and scores 2.
Well, yeah, in terms of that second goal, once he'd gone through one-on-one with the keeper, it was only going to be one result, wasn't it?
Only one winner. Yeah.
It was, and look where it started from again, and you know, Osasuna think, right, they're on the attack, and look what happens. Ball beautifully through. Ricardo there is actually on the back foot, takes the wrong step. Poor defending, but Messi, cool as you like, quick as well, gets it on that left foot. Shows him a lot of space.
Caught in 2 minds, the goalkeeper, isn't he?
Well, he was, and I think he missed his opportunity, because once he's touched it there, he should have been out, but he wasn't. He was actually going back the other way, and then actually lost his angles. Then lost his angles, and then went down, as Mark said, in instalments.
Yeah, absolutely, instalments. But for me, a good goalkeeper should be standing on his D, on the edge of his own box there.
Any doubts over the penalty?
No, not for me. I think there was contact there, clear contact. Does great here to stay on his feet, and then
it looks fairly innocuous, doesn't it? But he does catch him.
It does catch him, and he's going to pull the trigger, and he's probably going to score. Here, just comes across, catches his feet, catches heel there, and that's a penalty.
It was unfortunate for Sergio, who actually I thought was an outstanding defender on the night for Osasuna. Yeah. He had a wonderful game, but when Messi's there, trickery, inside the box, he just went across him, and it was definite penalty.
And if there is one person you want to take a penalty, it's that man Lionel Messi, isn't it?
When he was limping before the game, he seemed to be holding his groin during the game, and it still doesn't stop him, does it? And here, cool as you like, you go that way and I'll go the other way, and number, God knows how many this season already. It's already getting into the
55, 56 in this calendar year as well.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. But, you know, again, he's there to the 90th minute. I mean, his enthusiasm, to be fair, not only his enthusiasm, the whole side's enthusiasm, even when they're comfortable, 2-0, you'd think you'd switch off, but they don't. They just keep going, and they keep passing, they keep wanting to score, and they get another one.
He was never coming off that pitch, was he? Barcelona made substitutions towards the end of the game, but Lionel Messi never seemed like he was going to be one of those.
Which is amazing, and I thought, right, now's the chance. Maybe this is when you get him off, but he just loves to be out there. I'll also say as well that when you have so much possession, the game is a bit easier in a strange sort of way. If you're chasing the ball, that's physically, it's difficult. But when you're winning and you have so much possession and having fun, I wouldn't want to come off either.
Can we call it an off night for David Villa, Mark? Was it an off night, or did he just not quite bring his shooting boots with him this time?
He didn't have his goal-scoring boots with him, but I thought he played well. He created great angles, getting in behind the defenders. This one was early on in the game.